This is Little Timmy, and Little Timmy is a new TDX player, so he does not have the event towers. For that, Little Timmy asked his friend Big Timmy, who has a lot of Robux, to gift him the event towers. So now Little Timmy has all the event towers, but he doesn't know how they work. So I am here to explain to Little Timmy what the event towers actually do. And for that, starting with the Relic. Relic is a tower who could be obtained on the 2024 Halloween event by reaching level 23 on the event battle pass. The Relic can spawn 5 different units. Start with the Bandits at level 0 and level 1. At level 2, this guy with a sword who I don't know how to pronounce the name. At level 3, we have the Archers. At level 4, we have the Warden. And at the final level, we have the Overseer, which has 1000 HP. But the only two who are actually good is the Archer and the Overseer. The rest are just there, I guess. And now that we are over talking about the Relic, let's talk about the Z. The Z alongside the Relic are the best spawner towers in the game, and my all-time favorites. The Z could be obtained in the collab between Tower Battles and Tdx by reaching level 23 on the Battle Pass. And this tower is insane. It does almost 3000 DPS on the max level. This is more DPS than a bottom path max out Golden Juggernaut. The Z also has 10,000 health and can ignore resistance. And also you can play 6 of them, which is actually insane. And is way cheaper than the Relic. For the two of them being spawner towers, I recommend you put them far away from the track so the bosses don't kill them. And now we're gonna talk about the towers on the A tier, starting with the Commander. The Commander could be obtained in the Tower Battles event, like that, by reaching level 18 at the Battle Pass. The Commander is a support tower like the DJ, but it buffs towers in different ways, and it has 3 abilities. The ability called Worms gives a 30% damage buff. The ability Spawn APC, Spawn 1 APC with 800 health. And the ability Airstrike is pretty self-explanatory, it calls an Airstrike. And it does 2000 damage and ignore resistance. The Commander is a great support tower, although not as great as DJ. And the next tower I want to talk about is the Flamethrower. Like Relic, it could be obtained on the 2024 Battle Pass of the Halloween event by reaching level 70. This tower is incredible for the endless early game and in the mid game of Expert and Elite. He can completely obliterate any hordes if you put him on random, and this is why he is completely OP. He also has an ability who sets everything around him on fire, but he has a short range, so I recommend you put him close to the path. Next tower is the complete opposite to the Flamethrower, is the Cryo Helicopter. The Cryo Helicopter is basically the helicopter, but instead of killing everything he sees, he freezes everything. And when he completely freezes the enemy, he gives a small debuff to him, making him take more damage. And it's basically it. The Cryo Helicopter is a pretty simple tower, but it's pretty good. And for next, we have the Icebreaker. The Icebreaker could be obtained on the 2024 Christmas event by defeating the Nightmare mode of the second chapter. The Icebreaker is basically the Slammer but with ice and the capacity to freeze enemies. She has 2 abilities. The first one being Ice Shard, who creates a wall of ice capable of freezing enemies and deal damage. And the next ability is Snowstorm, which the name already says is a snowstorm, who can freeze enemies in a big AoE radius. When the Icebreaker was released, it would be an easy S tier, because it could freeze literally everything. Every single boss was freezable, nothing and no one was safe. Until John nerfed the tower to the ground and put a limit of how many you can place it on the map. So yeah, I was originally going to the F tier now, but Tdx just got a brand new event because of the takeover event of Roblox. So with the event came a new tower called the Goo Gunner. The Goo Gunner is basically the flamethrower, but it does way less DPS and slow down enemies. It's a pretty solid tower for how easy it is to get it. You literally just have to defeat any mode of the event. And it even has a ability who can spawn slimes on your side. Yeah, pretty cool. Now let's go to the F tier. The F tier, the trash of the trash, the towers who does nothing. Literally nothing. Starting by literally the two towers who do nothing. The Scarecrow and the Troll Tower. The Scarecrow could be obtained on the 2024 Halloween event by reaching level 3 on the Battle Pass, while the Troll Tower could be obtained by defeating 3 times the normal mode of the April Fool's event. The two basically serve as bait for bosses, with the only difference as the Troll Tower has an ability, which gives a random buff to nearby towers. Now I'm going to talk about the worst of the worst, arguably the worst tower in the whole game, the Cryo Ranger. This tower is just trash. Seriously, don't use her. And that is the end of the video because I refuse to elaborate on Cryo Ranger. I hope you guys like it, and if you don't play TDX, John's Fat Blocks will never release Nightmare Mode.